Wiregrass father has a message for the world after his son had a potentially life-saving procedure. The child was battling Joubert syndrome, a rare and potentially deadly disorder.
But now there's hope after he had a kidney transplant. WDHN's Christian Jones spoke to the boy's father about his push for an organ donation. It's all new at 6.
A local Wiregrass father has new hope after his son received a second chance at life.
If the organs are no longer of use to you, think of how your legacy could be carried on.
Samson native Gunnar Ryder has been living with Joubert syndrome for nearly his entire life. Joubert syndrome is an extremely rare genetic disorder that affects 1 out of every 100,000 people on the planet. The disorder targets the victim's muscle tone, among many other things, leaving Gunnar non-mobile and non-verbal. But family members were not prepared for what would soon follow.
He had a really bad bout with the flu last year. It really affected him. So we went in for weekly testing, and sure enough, his kidney numbers just were not looking right.
Young Gunnar was suffering from chronic kidney disease and end-stage renal failure, a direct result of his disorder. The Ryder family then knew they were beginning a long journey to getting a kidney transplant. Gunnar's father, Roderick, explained that over the course of a year, they had to make the 3-hour drive to the UAB Children's Hospital about 3 times a week, calling it the family's second home. Ryder says that the entire process has taken a huge toll on the family financially, as he has to be the one to stay back and work while his wife is with their son. He also says that the journey took a hit on his marriage, but he always kept the bigger picture in mind.
At the deepest part of your body, you feel drained. You feel like you've got pretty much the candle burning at both ends. But whenever you realize that your son's health is the most important, it's easy to get through anything.
But after nearly 20 hospital visits and almost losing his life twice, this past Wednesday, Gunnar was finally able to receive his kidney transplant, a moment that Gunnar's father says he will never forget.
There's no better feeling. There's no better feeling than to know that your son has a new lease on life.
Ryder says that he is extremely thankful for the community support his family has received throughout this entire process. One community member even took the initiative to create a GoFundMe to help the Ryder family, as Gunnar is looking at another month's stay in Birmingham for further testing. Ryder says that he never envisioned becoming an organ donor, but after having his son's life saved by one, he now thinks differently.
I had no desire to be an organ donor, but it has forever changed my outlook. And I can honestly say that had it not been for this donor, we could be waiting another year. Gunnar's condition could have gotten extremely worse.
Ryder says that he one day hopes to get the chance to personally thank the parents of the organ donor that saved his son's life. Reporting, Christian Jones, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.